Hello, how are you? I am back again and I've just realised I've lost my cheat sheet. Where did I put my cheat sheet? You know, you write a cheat sheet and then you lose it. 2 seconds and I'm gonna go find it. Okay, I left my cheat sheet on my desk. I'm so hopeless. Can you tell it's like a Friday afternoon and I was feeling like wild and I was just like, you know what, I'm just gonna jump on and film. I'm just gonna write myself a quick cheat sheet, and then suddenly it's like, what did I do with my cheat sheet? Anyway, I'm back again. How are you? And today I thought I'd do a quick kind of comparison video and kind of talk about what the difference is between Jo Malone London's Scarlet Poppy, which is the new Cologne Intense, and the classic Poppy and Barley, which, by the way, I have mine in a limited edition bottle. This was when it was first released as part of the spring collection, but yeah, normally it would come in the classic Jo Malone bottle. Anyway, I thought I would do a quick kind of compare and contrast between the two, because when I first saw that Scarlet Poppy had come out, that was kind of my first question, like, what's the difference? How is this different? Poppy is quite an unusual note to use because a poppy doesn't really have much of a fragrance. So I was a bit like, I don't get it, what's the difference? So I thought I'd kind of unpack that today and try to explain. So yeah, which one should I start with? I think I'm gonna start with Scarlet Poppy, only because that's at the top of my cheat sheet. So this is the brand new Cologne Intense from Jo Malone. It comes as a 50ml bottle and also a 100ml bottle. It retails for £134 for a 100ml bottle, which is probably my first thing I want to mention. The classic Poppy and Barley is not from the Cologne Intense collection, and it is much cheaper. It's £100 for 100ml compared to £134 for 100ml. So it's a good 30% more money, just so you know. And the notes in this fragrance are ambrette, poppy, tonka, and it's also got hints of fig, barley, musk, and vanilla. It's quite a, I want to say like quite a sweet, sensual evening kind of perfume. It really is quite complex. It's quite oriental. It's just quite like fabulous and kind of quite mystical and mysterious, and I don't know, it just kind of gives this kind of like Scarlet Lady, like quite mysterious, glamorous, fabulous, flirty, more sensual kind of side of the brand. Yeah, it's got this sweet accord, it's quite Moorish. It has got kind of poppy in there, but it's more of a majestic poppy. Like, it's got a lot more velvety, soft, but very sensual, kind of quite animalistic tones. It's beautiful, but like if you imagine a bunch of flowers and like a really opulent, luxy flower delivery, which has like roses and all sorts of deliciousness in there, the poppy would kind of be the centerpiece, showstopper. It's a very cultivated, very well cared for kind of poppy. It's, you know, it's the majestic, beautiful looking poppy. Like, that's how I would describe it. And it is beautiful, but it is much more of a sensual evening, complex, mysterious, delicious, Moorish kind of elegant fragrance. And it's beautiful, but it is much more on that sweeter, sexy, animalistic nighttime vibe. Whereas Poppy and Barley is a little bit different. It's still got that poppy accord, which is kind of quite rose-esque. If you like roses, you're probably gonna like both of these fragrances, but instead of the poppy being the centerpiece of like a beautiful, luxurious, expensive bouquet, Poppy and Barley is a little bit more like a wild poppy that's just found its way onto a cereal field and just flourished. Like, it's more wild poppies in the wind. It's a lot more daytimey. It's a lot more fun and fresh and elegant. I would say this is possibly more of a daytime perfume, whereas Scarlet Poppy is more of an evening perfume. It contains notes of blackcurrant, poppy, and barley, and it's also got notes of green accords, rose, cereal, and musk. It is a floral fragrance, and it is very lively and fun and exciting and quite friendly as well. and it's absolutely kind of joyful and like luscious and earthy, and it kind of reminds me of vetiver, but a bit more of a cereal kind of vibe. It's got kind of like earthy tones of like brown cereal notes mixed in with the rose. The rose is a lot more of a fresh green, almost a wild rose. This perfume does feel a lot more wild. Like Poppy and Barley really does have quite a wild, kind of sprung up from the fields, unexpected kind of vibe. It's really beautiful. It's very elegant. It's very friendly. I would say it's a little bit more mature, but I would say both are very kind of like free-spirited. But I would say this is free-spirited in the daytime, and I would say Scarlet Poppy is free-spirited in the evening. Yeah, it's much more fun and friendly and elegant, and it's still super beautiful. It's still got a lot of rose notes, but it has got this kind of earthy cereally vibe, which is a little bit like vetiver, but more in a kind of barley, greeny, cereally, deliciousy kind of way. Yeah, I think my easiest way of describing the two would be Scarlet Poppy is a beautiful, cultivated poppy, which is just glorious to look at, kind of a little bit unexpected, quite sensual. It's quite a romantic delivery amongst beautiful, beautiful roses and beautiful foliage and buds of roses and full bloomed roses and Bulgarian roses, and it's very textured. It's got a velvet bow around it, and it's very beautiful and romantic and such a big, beautiful gesture. So that would be Scarlet Poppy. Whereas I think Poppy and Barley is much more of a unexpected poppy moment. It's still got that rose, it's still got that barley, it's still got kind of musk in there as well, but it's just got a little bit more greenness, a little bit more liveliness, a little bit more less obvious sensuality. It's just beautiful. I love it. I think for me, I'm personally a Poppy and Barley girl because I love that vibe. It reminds me a little bit more of fragrances like Blackberry and Bay or Fig and Cassis, or what else does it remind me of? Red Roses. Whereas Scarlet Poppy reminds me a little bit more of Tuberose Angelica or Velvet Rose and Oud. Maybe Cardamom and Mimosa. It's a little bit more sensual and evening-y, and this is much more daytime and friendly. Did I make any sense there? Anyway, this is Scarlet Poppy. This is Poppy and Barley. Personally, I'm team Poppy and Barley, but I have been really, really, really enjoying Scarlet Poppy. They're both absolutely gorgeous. You just need to ask yourself, are you looking for a friendly, daytimey, elegant kind of fragrance, or are you looking for something a little bit more sexy? That is what I would ask myself, and then choose your favorite. This Poppy and Barley comes as a 30ml, 50ml and a 100ml bottle, whereas Scarlet Poppy just comes as a 50ml and a 100ml. Anyway, that is my video. I hope it's of help. I hope it explains the two perfumes, and yeah, let me know if you've got any questions. Shopping links are below. Hope you're having a lovely day. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Goodbye.